Show him. Ukaž mu ty zuby.
For over 2 decades, XTERRA has brought together some of the world's fittest, toughest, and craftiest endurance athletes for a series of off-road triathlons. Races that combine open water swimming, mountain biking, and trail running, and demand skill and tenacity, guile and grit. More than a sport, XTERRA is a lifestyle, requiring total commitment from the bold and ambitious warriors who want to test themselves against the elements, the terrain, the conditions, and each other in some of the most spectacular natural settings in all of athletics. In this, the 24th season of XTERRA racing, the sport's appeal continues to grow. And as more and more professional athletes are drawn to its unique challenges, the stakes are higher and the victories harder to come by. But it's more than just elite triathletes who live and breathe XTERRA. For the thousands of age group competitors, training can become a personal mission, and reaching an XTERRA finish line represents a major life accomplishment. This series brings you the stories, the motivations, the frustrations, and the triumphs of the 2019 XTERRA World Tour. For episode 9, we head to Zittau, Germany, in the eastern part of the country. The medieval-era city was a charming setting for a decidedly modern athletic event, an XTERRA World Tour triathlon. The event site is called Oberstdorf Nature Park, a former Soviet coal mine that was transformed into a recreation center after the Iron Curtain fell. Rolling into Germany from her home in the neighboring Czech Republic was Jindriska Zemanova, a 39-year-old mother who works full-time for an online bicycle business, all while raising her son and training to maintain her status as one of the best amateur XTERRA athletes in the world.
I'm motivated to feel good, to make my body feel good, to have a good feeling inside me. So I'm racing to reward myself. And I'm training to reward myself, because I love to be in motion and I'd be moving about anyway. For me, it's a gift for having been at work, done everything at home and so on. So if I tell myself that all the work is done, I can give myself a gift by training and being in motion.
Zemanova finished the 2018 XTERRA World Championships as the top amateur woman in any age group. She followed that world victory with a European title this summer. Impressive results that she credits with finding balance in her life and in her races.
Most of my life I've been biking, and my running has pretty much improved. And I found the key to being a good cyclist and still having energy left for the run. Some of my vices. I don't think I have many. But it's true that my husband and I like to have a glass of wine quite often. Let's say about a glass of wine every night during the week.
Zemanova and her husband are devoted to their 6-year-old son, Yara. As parents, the world over can understand. Her busy family and work life means her training often gets the short shrift.
But to go swimming in the pool at 9 in the evening, after I've put the little one to bed, I don't have the strength for it. So I've been neglecting the swimming a little, and then it naturally becomes quite clearly my weakest discipline. I'd say that he really just takes everything I do in his stride. He sometimes comes to my triathlons. cheers for me, and then doesn't really think much about what I do. And then sometimes he takes the medal I've won and puts it around his neck.
Last year, Zemanova was offered the chance to compete as an XTERRA elite, but because she can only devote 10 hours per week to training, she opted to remain an age grouper.
It would have been a great honour, but I decided to stay in the amateur category, just because I'm really an amateur. Going to work every day and trying to fit training into an ordinary professional and family life. And furthermore, I don't want to put myself under pressure trying to reach a certain level.
She may not want the pressure of going pro, but Zemanova demands a lot of herself as a competitor.
Well, the goal is simple. Naturally, I'd like to win or at least stand on the podium. Although every time before a race when I say goodbye to my husband, he may be racing as well. We say that the most important thing is to race without hurting ourselves. So health is number one. But then some of my personal goals are to make the podium, or even better, to win.
XTERRA Adventures is presented by Tea Tree, eco-minded hair care infused with natural botanicals. Discover the natural magic of Tea Tree. The Maui Visitors and Convention Bureau. Visit gohawaii.com/Maui.
We are of this place. Every action we take needs to have purpose. And that purpose is not to catch every single fish we come across. That's so good. The ocean has been here 1 million years before we ever got here, and it's going to be here 1 million years after.
When we founded Paul Mitchell nearly 40 years ago, people would ask, John Paul, why do you want to make hair care products? I tell them, I don't. I want to make super hair care products, but it's more than that. It's hair color that makes you feel like $1,000,000 and passionate people doing what they love. It's giving back, treating the planet kindly, and supporting the professional hairdresser. To me, it's not just about hair care. It's creating something beautiful for all of us.
This segment is brought to you by Tea Tree by Paul Mitchell.
My name is Jens Roth. I'm from Germany. I live in Trier. It's close to the border of Luxembourg. I'm 31 years old, and this is actually my 10th triathlon season. I started swimming when I was 5 years old. I was not the smallest guy. I was, I like to say, a little bit fat guy when I was young. Yeah, and I started swimming when I was 5, going to a lot of competitions when I was young. Some year, I think I was 13 or 14, I got it into the junior national team.
In 2008, Roth watched on television as Germany's Jan Frodeno won the Olympic gold medal in triathlon. Inspired by his countryman's victory, Roth took up cycling and running for the first time, and within 2 years was competing in his new sport. He soon found that XTERRA, with its spirit of inclusion, suited not just his athletic talents, but also his temperament.
Here I'm back in XTERRA, Malta. Yes, transition area. And look here. I like the familiar style here. Yeah, we can joke before the race, after the race, we hang out together, we go for a coffee. Some of the fastest guys ask me if we would like to go on a loop together, have a swim together, after that for a barbecue, or we meet each other after the race for dinner. And we're talking not about the race, sometimes special scenes on the race, but we're talking about their lives. Yeah, it's so nice to know. And everybody invited you to come to their place.
XTERRA Germany! When it's time to race and camaraderie gives way to competition, Roth is invariably the best swimmer in the field. The former German national team member regularly breaks 20 minutes for the 1,500-meter swim leg. But once on dry land, he has yet to translate his early lead into an XTERRA World Tour win.
My coach and me, we are working a lot on the run to improve my running skills. Yeah, always I try to stay as long as I can in the lead of the race. And I'm sure sometimes the day will come I'm able to win the race and stay in the front after a swim, after the bike, and for sure on the finish line.
People view eruptions as being very destructive. But what people don't understand is Pele is a creator of life. The native plant life can start to regrow. The native birds return. The cycle of regrowth, it starts anew.
This segment is brought to you by Maui Gym Sunglasses. Saturday, August 17th, race day for XTERRA Germany. The elites took to the water, and true to form, Jens Roth got out to a substantial lead.
I would like to be the first guy on the first buoy. And if I turn over my shoulder at the second buoy, at the red one, I saw that the guys in the chase pack behind me was not able to swim my speed today. And I feel very comfortable in the swimming. I don't go all out because I know that there's a lot of, the whole race is in front of me. And I have to do a hard mountain bike and a strong run for sure.
Roth, the hometown favorite, exited the water with a substantial lead over Maxime Senet of France and Lucas Coppard of the Czech Republic. Tiago Maia of Portugal was in fourth, and a large group, including Ben Allen of Australia and Arthur Serrier of France, came into transition about 2.5 minutes behind the leader. On the mountain bike, Coppard pushed hard early and caught up to Roth. The pair rode together up the big climb, 13 kilometers in, with Senet 70 seconds behind and the chase group another minute back. On the technical descent, Roth was spectacular, gapping Coppard and heading into the second transition with the lead.
After the downhill, after the first climb, I dropped him like 40 or 50 seconds, and then at this point I decided to do it myself till the end of the bike, and I feel very comfortable, like the swim. And yeah, I did it, and I made it alone into the transition too. And it was amazing to have a German athlete in the lead of the race with all these German spectators here. I thought there were 100,000 people here standing and cheering my name. It was absolutely amazing.
Buoyed by the crowd, Roth set out for the run ahead of Coppard. Senet was still in third, but Xavier Deflon of Switzerland and the Frenchman Serrier were charging hard in fourth and fifth. Meanwhile, in the women's elite race, Nicole Walters and Jackie Allen, both of England, held the lead out of the water, with Hungary's Brigitte Poor about 20 seconds back in third. On the bike, Loane Duboisjon, a 21-year-old from Switzerland made a bold bid for the lead. But picking off athlete after athlete was Helena Koroskova, a two-time Winter Olympian in cross-country skiing for the Czech Republic. Koroskova had exited the water in just 14th place, 3.5 minutes off the pace. But with the fastest bike split of the day, the 40-year-old Wonder Woman had closed to within a few seconds of the lead going into transition 2.
I think everything goes really well today for me on the bike. And when I come to the transition, I saw the Loan just 5 seconds before me.
The stage was set for a thrilling finish in both elite races.
At Paul Mitchell, we believe in the beauty of giving back, protecting our forests and waterways, feeding families in need through sustainable community gardens, and ensuring that our products are always cruelty-free. Big or small, there's beauty in making a difference every single day. That's what connects all of us together in a deep, meaningful way. Join us. Live beautifully.
We are of this place. Every action we take needs to have purpose. And that purpose is not to catch every single fish we come across. That's so good. The ocean has been here 1 million years before we ever got here, and it's going to be here 1 million years after.
XTERRA Adventures is presented by the Hawaiian Islands. Visit GoHawaii.com, Hawaii's official tourism site. XTERRA, racing and apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit XTERRAplanet.com. The German crowd was going crazy for Jens Roth, who held the lead after a characteristically fast swim and the best bike leg of his life. But among the runners pursuing Roth was Artur Serrier, the recently crowned European champion. Serrier is as fine a runner as Roth is a swimmer, and with every step, the Flying Frenchman was charging closer to the lead.
I don't feel very good, so I just try to take my pace and say, okay, you run fast and maybe it will take some time, but it's okay, it's okay. And I catch Max early in a race, and I catch the two leaders maybe at kilometer 4. And after I just say, try to have a little gap if you have some trouble at the end of the run to manage your gap and win the race.
Manage it, he did. Though he was cold after the swim and wasn't feeling his best, Serrier took the lead in the first half of the run, and the rest was a formality. With a run time of 38 minutes and 8 seconds, nearly 2 minutes faster than the next fastest runner, he came home in 2 hours and 35 minutes for the third victory of his breakthrough season.
I really like this course because it's a big organization, beautiful place and great vibes. This year this race come after European Champ, and I lost some most energy in Czech Republic, so I'm really happy to take win here.
I entered the second transition after this amazing bike part for me. There was nobody able to catch me on the bike. I know, it's a good day today, and I felt really I have enough power on the tank. There's enough battery left to do a good run. I was able to fight until the end of the run and keep my power all up. The battery didn't go low, and I'm really happy.
Amazing!
women's race, Helena Koroskova of the Czech Republic, a mother, an Olympian, and a 32-time XTERRA winner, saw the opportunity for another victory as she closed in on Loan Dubourgeon.
On the second loop of the run, I recognized that the gap is not that big. It was about 20 or 25 seconds, so it's not that much. And I saw Loan, so it gave me more power, and I think I catch her like a 2K before the finish line, and then when I passed her, I never looked back.
Dubourgeon held on for second place, just 12 seconds back, her best result since she joined the elite ranks a year ago. And in the amateur division, Jindriska Zemanova was struggling physically, but it wasn't apparent to anyone watching her. The 39-year-old Czech woman struggled with her line on the swim, costing herself precious seconds, but still came into Transition 1 with a nearly 1-minute lead on the closest competitor in her age group. On the bike, she split 1 hour, 57 minutes, the only amateur woman to break the 2-hour barrier.
The bike was a little bit better, but the first half was also not ideal. It was the same without power. My legs were without power, and I said, okay, I must go, I must do my best.
Her best, it turned out, was the best. She dominated the field on the run, finishing in 3 hours and 15 minutes, a staggering 14 minutes faster than the next fastest amateur woman.
I think for me it was the worst race in this season, about feeling. So the result is perfect, that's why I'm very happy, but about feeling it was not my best day today.
An off day was still good enough for the women's overall amateur title. And for Helena Koroskova, who added another victory to her legendary career. For Artur Serrier, who ran away with another title. For Jens Roth, who finished as well as he started. And for the lucky spectators who witnessed it all. XTERRA Germany 2019 was a smashing success. Coming up in the next episode, the 2019 XTERRA World Tour heads back to North America, in Utah, where a rising Canadian star with a cardiac arrhythmia looks to prove he has the heart of a champion, while a local mother of 4 turns unfathomable family tragedy into a quest for healing.
At Maui Gym, we're inspired by color, driven by clarity, and dedicated to improving your view no matter your vision. Our prescription sunglasses are the most technologically advanced available and are 10 times more accurate than those produced by conventional labs. Our Polarized Plus 2 technology enhances color and blocks harmful rays, while our digital processing allows for the widest possible field of vision. Speak to your eye care professional and discover greater clarity with Maui Gym. The view is better from here.